Welcome to Chai with Molly. This is Jay Banerjei, your host today, standing in for Molly Banerjei, whom you normally see. So, I am, as you know, your real estate investment portfolio advisor, and we bring you programs, I bring you information, and today I'm going to share with you and bring you very, very special who will talk about projects or a project and how things are impacting our city. So I want to welcome Mark Hasley to the show. Welcome, Mark.
How are you?
I'm excellent.
Excellent.
Excellent. So just so we know, we are vaccinated now, and also I want to know that you know it's really special that we can do this after 18 months of a lockdown, pretty
Absolutely.
much, right? So welcome, Mark. Mark represents Center Court.
Yes.
Center Court, and he will talk more on that. But here's the thought. We all have concerns, we all have questions about what's happening in the real estate market. So before we go into the actual project or what's happening with transportation, I want to talk a little bit about the real estate market so we can kind of settle some of the questions that you may have out there. Mark, tell us who you are and tell our audience what you do.
Yeah, so I'm a new home consultant with Center Court. Center Court being a builder from Toronto and works throughout the GTA and downtown Toronto of developments. In the past 11 years, we have 19 developments that have happening, and we are the most active builder in the city, in the GTA.
That's good to know. And so that brings me up to a more general question. Since you are in the world of real estate, as I am, both of us are, what do you think, I'll just ask you a point blank question.
Sure.
Where is the market today, especially in a I'd say a post-lockdown period? People are hearing all kinds of news. Tell us.
Yeah, it's a great question. So what we're seeing in the pre-construction world is a very strong real estate market that has been continuing well through the pandemic. We did see a dip at the beginning, but I think as in human nature, people are able to adapt, pivot, and continue doing what they were doing before the pandemic. And we have seen that in the pre-construction world. The strong demand that we have in pre-construction is a byproduct of what is happening in the resale market. So people were making a mass exodus out of the downtown core because they did not have to commute or go to work. So they were finding themselves going outside of the city. And at the beginning of this pandemic, we saw a very big surge in prices in the resale detached market, specifically in the GTA and the outside skirts of Toronto. As a result, the prices went at a higher rate, demand was as strong as it ever been, and you add that with the interest rates, the prices were going through the roof. The gap between resale homes and the condo market became larger and larger, and as a result, people were finding themselves out of the market for resale and detached homes.
Thank you. Every Monday morning, I'm part of a focus group at our company, Remax Realtor, and we study exactly these numbers. This morning, because I was on the same group call, I'll give you an example of where, so you know where we're coming from, or where you can fit into this world, is in the last 1 week, there were about 1,200 houses that came on the market listed, but there were 1,400 sales. There were 450 condos listed, there were like 600 sales. So these gaps are the things, like where do you find a home with multiple offers? So there's some solutions here, both for transportation and for inventory of properties that are affordable, that can make it possible for you, whether you're a new Canadian, you were born and brought up here, no matter who, you all have the same goal, the house, the dream to own your own home. So with that, Mark, tell us about your project.
Yeah, so what's coming in the very near future, and when I mean the very near future, I'm talking the second half of August, is Westline Condos, a new community in the North York area, just steps away from Shepard West Station.
Okay, so what makes this project unique?
Great question. So there's a few points that make this stand out from a lot of the other developments and communities that are being sold in the Toronto area. Namely would be the area. I think one of the first things that people are looking for when they're buying a home, whether it be a pre-construction, resale home, would be location, location, and location. And we would start there. Just being steps away from Shepard West Station, you've got an entire park at your disposal, which is, of course, Downsview Park. 291 acres of free green space that you can enjoy. Wow. And there's a lot of new developments that are planning to happen in this area, which is a master plan area of over 1,000 acres of developments that will be happening in the very near future, just to name a few.
Now, tell us about the access to transportation.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot of things that are happening in this area. Let's start off with Shepard West Station. It's approximately 400 meters away from our community. And so you're looking at less than a 5-minute walk to get access to the subway line. And that gives you direct subway access. So if you are going to York University, for example, you're only 2 stops away. If you want to go to Yorkdale Mall, you're only 2 stops away. If you want to get to Union Station, you're about a 30-minute commute from Union Station to Shepard West Station. And that's not only that. You do have, just 1 stop away at Downsview Park Station, a GO train that'll take you directly from Downsview Park to Union Station, 1 stop in about 10 minutes. Not to mention, by the time this community is complete at 1100 Shepard West, you are going to have access to the new Finch LRT, which is currently under construction right now and will be completed in 2023.
Thank you, Mark. Something I want to share with you folks. In 2014, there was a study done by RAIN, that's the Real Estate Investment Network, of which I'm a graduate. They studied the effect of transportation on pricing and housing. It's called the GTA transportation effect. And here's what that study came up with. Don Campbell, senior analyst, and others. And by the way, if you want a copy of this report, you can email me at the email below at jbanerjei@hey.com at any time, and I promise I will send that to you. So this showed Greater Toronto's transportation improvements will deliver a 10 to 20% enhancement of real estate values in the regions most affected. In the future, these areas will outperform the rest. If the market goes up everywhere, these areas will increase by about 10 to 20% more. If the values drop, obviously there'd be the other effect, but we're living in Toronto. So this is something of high value. I want to really clue in and listen, because you are going to be enjoying the benefits of the transportation effect, which is a major, if you live in Toronto, this goes out across the country, I realize that, but transportation, access to, is major in the lives of people, the travel time to and from. And realize, trust me, if you're working from home, which you probably are, there will be travel ahead of you. So let's keep moving forward. What can people look forward to? Amenities, etc., people who are going to be purchasing in your project?
Yeah, another great question. So with Center Court Development, we focus our amenities to the demographic and the people that would be moving into our type of community. And so what we have is over 14,000 square feet of amenities throughout the building. And that would include a nice, airy, West Coast feel lobby area, which would have a 24-hour concierge, there for your protection every day, 7 days a week. Then we do have some unique amenities throughout the building, which would include a bouldering wall in our gym, which will have access, the residents will have access to this gym 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as well as a rooftop terrace where you'll be able to unwind and enjoy the skylight as well as the sun setting in the evenings.
Okay, well, there you go. That's a lot to look forward to. Thank you. Moving further, I know you mentioned in our conversation and other about a master plan community. Tell us more about that and how it impacts our viewers, anybody chooses to purchase in this project.
Absolutely. So we're looking at this area as the new Toronto. We're calling it the future of Downsview. And when you have 1,000 acres of developed land in this particular area with revitalizations, not only happening where 1100 Shepard Avenue West is, where that of course is Westline condos, you also have Wilson Heights revitalization. You have the Dufferin Heights revitalization, along with Yorkdale, Dalesview, and Northcrest. When you have this all happening in the area, that will mean more jobs, more retail, more commercial land, everything that you could ask for in this particular area, all surrounding the great and ever so popular Downsview Park.
Wow. This is going to really change. And this is pretty much the center of the city, is it not? Kind of, central. Well, I mean, compared to, you've got the east side,
yes.
Scarborough, which is still Toronto,
yes.
Ajax, and on that side, Mississauga. It's whether you want to buy to live, whether you have a child going to York or U of T or other, whether you want to just come in and looking for retirement, if someone want to have access to the city, it would be a perfect location. Excellent. When will this be ready?
We're looking at completion in 2025.
2025. So as I understand it, you don't have to need all your money up front, do you?
No, and that's the benefit of buying pre-construction.
Sure, tell us.
Great question. So we basically extend the deposits. So instead of buying a used home, you're looking at putting down 20% immediately or on closing to start the process of the mortgage payments and whatnot. Here in pre-construction, the benefit is you don't have to put down all of that money at one time, and there are set established dates as to when those deposits are made. Usually in a period of over a year or so, depending on the development and when they anticipate that community to finish and complete.
Excellent. By the way, if you have any questions, write them down, because if it's not displayed, I'm going to give you my number. Again, it's 647-273-1119. And if you text me, I promise you, because there will be questions, we'll make sure they get answered, okay? So just, you're welcome. As we move on, Downsview Park, Humber, this is Humber Line, all those names. What demographics are you looking for? Like, who is the target group of people that you think would want to live in this project?
So that's the great thing about Westline condos. Yeah. It does cater to so many different demographics that it's going to be a destination for every type of walks of life that are moving into this area. So because we are so close to the park, because it's close to public transportation, we are looking to cater to first-time buyers. We're looking to cater to people who are looking to move up. Maybe they have a smaller suite and they're moving in with another family member or someone that they've recently have been married or significant other, and they're looking to grow their family. It's also very investor friendly. So there's a mixed bag, different types of demographics that we could cater to.
Very central and definitely lower than buying a home today, which has become more and more distant for some people.
Yes.
But we want to bring this dream closer to you. That's why I have people like Mark on our show, because Mark represents, it's not just, I want to know, it's never about just the builder. The builder is important, people of high integrity that come to our show. It's never about just one project. It's about what can we do to help you, our viewers, to find solutions in your lives. And obviously, you see a lot of shows that come from us, but in this case, it's about housing. It's very dear and near to all of our hearts, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely.
There are people that have come that would love to be in a home, and it's challenging. It's challenging. And we talk to them all the time. Let's shift our focus just to give ourselves a peace of mind, because we keep hearing sometimes from friends or others about projects, and so maybe something you may have heard something didn't get built or whatever it might be. But I want to assure you by asking Mark the question, Center Court, that's the builder. How long has Center Court been in business? And the other part of the question is, how secure is the builder?
Absolutely. So to start off, Center Court has been in the business of building residential condos throughout the city as well as the GTA for 11 years. In those 11 years, we have completed under construction or in the process of selling 19 communities, which equates to approximately 9,400 suites throughout the city and the GTA. Some of the notable communities that we have would be Transit 1 through 5, Zen Condos in Liberty Village, and of course we specialize in the downtown East Core, including Prime Condos, 199 Church, 411 Church, Grid, as well as Core Condos.
That's a very impressive background and number of projects. My next question you've answered, which was really your success stories about the past projects. Now tell us, and I mean, you've heard about where, the what, you've heard about some of the potential. I mean, to me, I see the practical side where the GO station is how far?
One stop away.
And how many stops to Union Station?
Just one.
Just one. And if you wanted to go across east to west, get onto a subway, how far would that be?
You're looking at maybe a 5-minute walk, give or take, depending on what station you're looking to go to.
Here, stay with me, stay with me. Could be going someplace with this. It's hard to get that today. Travel time is difficult. In the harsh winter, it's tough. You want to make it easy for your kids. Excellent. So the transport, yes. How far from, or how many minutes to York University by either way, you tell me.
Great question. If you're looking at public transit, you should be there in less than 5 minutes.
5 minutes to York University. I think you've got the picture. You've got the picture. Wonderful. Now, every endeavor, every project should and does impact society. So now that we've looked at the market, we looked at a specific project, and I really appreciate what Mark has shared. Mark, and I want you to stay with me on this. How will this development impact society?
Absolutely.
Life
Absolutely.
in Toronto?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think having the ability to purchase a home, whether it be your first home or you're looking to upgrade from the home that you're currently living, is something that is a great impact, a positive impact to the community. Also being able to bring another part of the city that people would be able to enjoy. We understand and we acknowledge that prices in the downtown core are very hard to buy. It's very unattainable for a lot of people in the city. So this is an opportunity to be able to move into a home, larger home, find yourself having airy, very green, convenience nearby, which is very fit for a family and very family oriented as well.
So I know you said that downtown has become so difficult to access financially. So distance-wise, how many minutes from West Line into the downtown? You may have mentioned before, but please tell us again.
Absolutely. So if you're looking to walk from West Line condos located at 1100 Shepard Avenue West all the way to Shepard West Station, it's about a 5-minute walk. And then you're taking the train all the way down, which is convenient because you don't even have to get off the train to Union Station in 30 minutes. So basically you have access, it's the best of both worlds. You're able to live next to Dalesview Park, 291 acres of green space that everyone in your family can enjoy, and then access to the downtown core in less than 30 or 35 minutes you can be downtown.
Excellent. Viewers, friends, we appreciate your comments. We appreciate your support for the last 12 years. Molly and I endeavor to bring you quality program that can change and impact your lives. For those that you have been in contact with me, I appreciate that. I want to say thank you. And I want to say thank you to you, our viewers, for hanging in there with us through COVID. as we had Dr. Anurag Sharma from from New Jersey talking about health. I mean, now we're talking about some solutions and housing. We'll have more things coming to you. So I want to thank you. And I also want to remind you, if you out there feel compelled that you would not take a step forward, have more information, you can always contact me. I am your host, your real estate host and investment portfolio manager, which I've always said to you. And you're welcome. If you want a copy of the transportation effect in the GTA, you can just text me or just say, Jay, I watched the show. Here I am. I'm here to assist. And I know that Mark, working with me, will make sure that we have all the questions that we can answer for you and we can help you. Once again, thank you for watching. But before that, I want to thank Mark for giving his time, being with us, and giving. Not everybody does that. And I want to say thank you, Mark. We appreciate you a lot.
Thank you.
High five.